Hi, my name is Garrett Christopher, and this is my YouTube channel, Garrett's Sports Take. How exciting. I've got two more of these channels, Garrett's Take, which I actually did one just a minute ago, so please check that one out. And I fuss about turn signals. And then I'm doing Garrett's Movie Take. I have no idea what I'm going to talk about, but I'm going to do one of those today as well. So please check them out. Also, please visit my website, GarrettChristopher.com. You'll find out more about me. I'm a self-published author. I've got 5 novels, 3 audiobooks, and I do a weekly podcast. I'm loads of fun. And I forgot to mention on my Garrett's Take, right now I'm doing some TikToks, and it's all about a gummy bear. I love gummy bears, and I've got this little creation. Well, I didn't make the gummy bear, but I bought him, and I'm having him in different scenarios. And it's just the Gummy Chronicles. So check them out. I've got actually people helping me out to make the videos and making the, all this kind of stuff. And it's a lot of fun. So please check it out. Okay. I'm not wearing a jersey. I don't think I wore one last time either, did I? I was just kind of lazy, but there's a reason why. Super Bowl is over. Congratulations to the LA Rams for winning the Super Bowl. And it was a good game, better than I thought it would be in terms of just close, right? But as usual, Vegas had it right. So I think Vegas had the over-under, what was it, 48? Or 46, rather. And it ended up 43. And then they had it at 4.5 points. So actually, if you went for the Rams, you actually lost because the Bengals were only 3 behind. Pretty crazy. I thought after the first quarter there'd be a lot of scoring, and it just like stopped big time, didn't it? Some good defensive plays. Some people were fussing about the end of the game, how there were no penalties all game long at the end finally. But you know what? It's tough when you're in the red zone, and here you're trying to do whatever you can to get them not to score. I mean, they were all, and one was a questionable call, but for the most part, there you have it. And crazy, I thought for sure. It was like, what, a minute and a half left? I thought for sure Cincinnati was going to come down and get a field goal. We're going to go to overtime, but it didn't happen. Yeah. So, okay. So football's over, right? And if you follow me at all, you know I love the Miami Dolphins. And is Stephen Ross still going to be the owner of the team? So I saw an article yesterday, in fact, that talks about, I guess the owners would have to vote him out. And based on some other stuff going on with some other owners, there's no way they're going to do that. And I kind of agree with that side of it. So I don't think that's going to happen. So I think Stephen Ross will still be the owner. Got a new coach. I can't remember his name, but he's supposedly, everyone's going with the youth, right? The younger guys and the younger thinkers and that kind of a thing. He looks pretty smart, pretty bright. We'll see what happens. I mean, I like Mr. Flores too, but we'll see what happens here with this team. And more importantly for me, I mean, do what you want. You got to have a good head coach. You have to have a good head coach in most cases, or had to have had. Dallas Cowboys fans, you know what I'm talking about, because there was a team, Dallas Cowboys, that went to the Super Bowl. And it was really based on the team that the previous coach put together and the schemes. This guy came in, and he was pretty good in college, but, he didn't stick around for long, okay? You know what I'm talking about if you're a Dallas Cowboys fan. Anyway, so a good coach, but also a good quarterback. I kind of swayed back and forth during the season. It was two of the guys. I saw some things from him that seemed like they were promising. But the big arm, I mean, you've got to have it when you need it, right? You've got to be able to get that ball down the field. You've got to be able to hit that open. If the Rams don't have that, they don't go to the Super Bowl, right? I mean, one of the last plays to get that field goal was because they had the big arm. And Matthew Stafford, good for you. A lot of time in Detroit, you paid your dues for sure. Never won a playoff game, and then boom, you come in the first year, win a Super Bowl. So good squad overall. I thought from the get-go it was a good team. I saw them. I went to SoFi. My son took me to a game, and I saw them play, and they lost. And this was the week that Derrick Henry went down, and I thought, oh man, they're going to just smoke them. The Rams are just going to kill the Titans, and they didn't. The Titans came into play, and the Rams, I think, were kind of just down. But they were in that stretch that every team goes through, where a couple, 3 games they just weren't playing very well. But I knew they had the talent. You've got a lot of key points there. So in any case, congratulations to them. Newsflash, baseball's going to be pushed back. We're pretty sure at this point. We knew that was going to happen. So, right now we're already, February, what's this, the 16th? And nothing's happening as far as catchers and pitchers. So yeah, who knows when it's going to happen, right? We'll see what they kind of get going there. So are some complaining about the DH rule? So here's what I think about the DH, okay? So I liken, and I know there are some pitchers over the years have been very, very good hitters. I get that. Yeah, but maybe 3%. And even those might hit 250, 240, right? I mean, okay. Here's what I think. Pitchers hitting in the National League. Let me just kind of like give you some similarities to other sports. In basketball, big play into the half. Let's go ahead and bring in one of the trainers or one of the coaches who's been out of the game for 20 years. Let's have them come in and let them take the big shot, right? Not one of the players that shoot regularly. That's what they do. No, let's have someone come in that teaches people how to shoot and shoots occasionally during warm-ups and when they're warming up the other guys, but they're not really professionals anymore. And let's bring them in and let them make sure LeBron gets him the ball or her the ball so she can take that shot or he can take that shot from three-point land. Okay? Doesn't make any sense at all, the DH rule. And I know, oh my goodness, you got to stick with the national. No, stupid. All right? You're trying to reach the next generation. It's bad enough that baseball is as slow as it is. I know they're trying to do things to speed it up, but as slow as it is, and on top of that, are you telling me that an 11-year-old kid who switches his, attention from this to that like in an instant is really going to sit down, first of all, sit down, but watch this pitcher try and bun a man over or swing and miss for the next 4 minutes? God forbid the pitcher fouls off a couple. Who are we trying to pull in here? Right? Because the hitters aren't trying to get the man over to second anymore or get him over to third. They're trying to hit the bomb, right? That's what the whole game is about. It's home run derby all the time, right? No situational hitting and just go for it. Just smash it as hard and as far as you can. But yet, we're going to have the pitcher come up and hit. Silly. DH, go for it. If you're complaining about it, then go ahead and get all the tapes you want of the 70s and 80s and even 90s and watch all those games big time, okay? No. Let's move on. Let's see some hitters. Let's go with it, right? By the way, my Dodgers, so should Trevor Bauer, who's I guess has been excused by the LA district attorney, but not by Major League Baseball yet. Should he be allowed to play this year? Should the Dodgers let him go? I mean, so a person comes forward, and I don't know all the facts and all that kind of stuff, but and says that he did this and did that. What if it's false, though? What if the accusation is not right? I know how it looks. I get that. And I'm not trying to demean women or the situation at all. That's not the point. My point is, if someone comes in and says whatever, right? So right away, we're going to criminalize that person, innocent until proven guilty, right? Take him out of the game. I don't know. I mean, look, I wasn't crazy about the guy to begin with. Kind of a yo-yo. Heck of a pitcher, but kind of a yo-yo. But the Dodgers signed him. Okay, fine. Probably a mistake, but they did. But should he be stripped of another year because someone said that he did something when in fact maybe he didn't? I don't know. I guess that as the Dodgers, in looking at the old regime, the O'Malleys, they wouldn't have signed him in the first place, first of all. So maybe if I take that, and I do like the traditional Dodger ownership. I do really look up to that. So I guess taking their stance, Peter O'Malley would not go for it. So in that case, no, he should be let go, no matter what you owe him. Goodness sakes. I'm also not wearing a Lakers jersey because I watched them play the other night, although I did see some trapping from the defense. Russell was not in the game. He's been out with the back problems. So I saw a little more activity as far as, hedging with the other guards and that kind of a thing. But man, you're giving up 112 plus a game. 112 plus a game. That's nasty. That's nasty. Right now they're in the 9 seed. We've got 24, 25 games left. I don't know. I don't see it. How do you put that all together? And if you're still going to use Russell, I guess they try to move him, when the trade deadline and all that kind of thing. But I don't see it. It's tough. Some stuff would have to really come together. You'd have to have some other teams really falter for the Lakers to do anything in the playoffs, if they even get there, right? Because right now I think the NBA is leaning toward that, what was it, 7, 8, 9, 10, doing the play-in and that kind of a thing. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, so I'm not fired up about that at all. So I'm sorry for being a downer, but that's my life right now, okay? Between the Lakers and the Dodgers and the Dolphins. It's just rough. It's a bad trifecta all the way around. Hey, thanks for checking in. Hope you have a great day. In any case, thank you so much. Next time I talk to you will be, I don't know, I'll come up with something. We'll have some fun. All right. Please visit my website, GaretChristopher.com, and you have a great, great day. Yeah, thumbs up. All right. GoPro, stop recording.